What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Angry Jackalope Rob Ricks. So with this Rona going full force and kind of winding down, but maybe we have like a second wave, third wave, whatever the fuck happens, you might find yourself at home going, what the fuck can I do? I've done too much Netflix. I can't watch any more Hulu. My brain feels like it's mushing, and I don't have anything really to stimulate my old brain. Let me do a shameless plug. I have books. Yes, I write books. These right here are my novellas. And a novella is basically just a smaller book. One of the things that I discovered as I started down this journey of being a writer is a lot of times people ain't got no fucking time to really invest in a book. Sure, they'll see a book that Oprah or somebody recommends or their friends talk about or whatever, and they get it and they buy it and they put it on a shelf. But a lot of folks that I would talk to, they would be like, well, you know, I don't have a whole lot of time and blah blah blah, and I'll get like 5-6 chapters into a book, and you know, then I'll put it down, and then next summer when I do it a vacation, I'll pick that back up, another 5 chapters, whatever. So I got to thinking about it one day, and I was doing these little workbooks, and they were like really thin workbooks, because at first my workbooks were really thick, and a buddy of mine, Steve, said make them really small, make them thin, you know, so you can pack a bunch of them in if you wanted, mix them up, whatever. And I thought about it, and then I ended up with this form factor that was very similar to like a graphic novel, no bigger than a graphic novel, right? And I thought about, you know, price points. I looked at the current state of comics, and I gotta tell you, some bullshit. I was not very happy with the way things are going in comic books. And like, you got to spend $4 or $5 a comic book, you know, $3, $4, $5 wherever, and then it might be a story arc that's 5 or 6 issues deep. And so you're, you know, let's say it's $3 and you're doing 5 of them, you're spending $15 for a full story. So I thought, fuck it, I'll do something very similar to a comic book layout as far as cover and stuff, and I came up with this concept called Epps, which is short for novel episodes. So ᶠᶸᵏ.com, you can see the whole get down there. And the idea was to create some books and whatnot that people could pick up, get down with, and you know, not break the bank. So price point, I priced these as low as the place that I print them up would let me go, which was it started off at $7 when I first was doing them, and then later it went up to $7.50 on the later issues. But last year I basically did six of the novellas, and I figured, fuck it, I'll tell you guys about it, because spoiler, you can get access to all of these stories absolutely fucking free. That URL that you see sitting down at the bottom there, that's where you go, and you can get these fuckers on PDF, and you can read them for no fucking cost. So that way you don't have to sit there and go, what the fuck, dude, I want to see if this shit's any good, but I don't want to spend any fucking money on it. Well, there you go, you could try before you buy, right? Anyway, I figured I'd go through and talk about each one, so that way you could figure out which story you'd want to fuck with, you know what I'm saying? So the first one I'm going to talk about, 3 simple rules. Jason Jameson has an amazing job working at the Good Violence LA call center. What the fuck is the Good Violence LA call center? What's Good Violence? I don't know. What is that? It sounds fun, right? Good Violence. When the woman of his dreams left him for a position in San Francisco, he thought he'd never see her again. When she returns to see him, the passion resumes. To be with her, she requires he follows 3 simple rules. Rule number 1: you can never ever ask me about my work. It's an odd schedule, and sometimes I may be gone for days at a time. What are you doing, girl? Where are you fucking going? Oh, I can't ask that question. Oh shit. Rule number 2: if I tell you to do something completely out of the ordinary, you need to listen to me and do it with no questions until I say it's okay. Whoa, what the fuck? What if she wants to do something like, I don't know, stick something in you, and I don't know, that's kind of out of the ordinary. Anyway, that doesn't happen. I'm just being silly. Rule number 3, this is the most important. Never ever lie to me. You must be honest about everything. Damn! That kind of sucks. Be honest about everything. Do I look fat in this outfit? Yes. Yes, you do. How could you? You told me never lie to you. Anyway, to be reunited with a woman who means everything to him, these simple rules will prove to be anything but. Things begin to get weird when an elusive hacker sets his sights on Jason for reasons he could never have expected. Dun dun dun. So, this is part of the Utopia series. So what I plan on doing on these is each of these is like a story, and then there'll be subsequent stories that will appear, you know, in and out. So just know if you like the characters that are in this, they're going to be seen again. All right. The second book, Volume 1, Issue number 2, The Rusted Blade. The Rusted Blade. This was a really fun book, by the way. This book is kind of a mind fuck in a lot of ways, but it's really good. Gail O'Brien hates her life. Working at a dead-end job at the local "you store your stuff." She's tasked with emptying a long-forgotten storage unit. Inside, she discovers a mystic blade covered in rust in a puzzle, which offers her power, truth, purpose, and most importantly, a life. The catch: she only has 24 hours to figure out the clues of an enigmatic poem. This is the poem. Okay? Twiddle, twiggle, struggle, and strife. What has aged must be brought to life. Hold the edge this way and that, but must be sheathed, sleeping as a bat. Enemies yours are enemies mine. Slaughter them as you would a swine. Keep the spoils nice and neat. Beware those who may be sweet. Every action price to pay. In the end, you'd wish you didn't play. Yet rewards are true. Matched in levels to feats you do. Iron rust as iron breaks, but to remove the bonds would be mistake. Solutions lie with the tasks above, mixed with a shattering of true love. Bold actions hidden from crowds, as simple as drowning bloodied shroud. Lover's chamber holds a key to make the blade what it needs to be. Only through pain can you grow, and truth will you know. O'Brien, my dear, do not give in to fear. Durando awakened will guide your hand, sweet Gale. Do you understand? Her name's in the fucking poem, man. What the hell? Restore the blade to its full potential. Solve the puzzle or die. Simple terms. The things you'll have to do to solve the puzzle will test her will and her sanity. This is a dark book. It's a dark book, but it's actually one that has gotten pretty cool comments on Amazon. So, yeah, also free. Check it out. This one here, Infernal fucking Justice. This one, Infernal Justice. You'll notice this one has parental advisory things on it, and you know, warning: this is not a child's book, 18 and up. Reading it, you'd understand. It's this one is out of the deep darkness of my fucking mind. I'll read you the fucking synopsis on this one. Corey Black was on top of the world after assuming the identity of a notorious and reclusive crime boss. With resources to spare and the latest military tech at his disposal, he's free to engage in his real passion, hunting and killing anyone he felt like. No one cared about the people of the lower city, and with the aid of his AI partner, Scan, he raped and murdered whenever and whomever he wanted, and knew it was unlikely he'd be stopped until he stumbled upon the Necromonicon, and all hell broke loose. Woo woo! This one is really dark, guys. And I actually thought about this bitch. The genesis of this story was created in 1984 or 89. All right, moving right along. We get a little bit thicker. That's what she said. This one is actually called Augmented Truth, but this variant that I have right here has the typo that says Augmented Reality, because there is a technology called Augmented Reality. Even though I was doing Augmented Truth and I was trying to play on that Augmented Reality, I inadvertently did a design where I said Augmented Reality. The actual title is Augmented Truth. So if you go online and you look and you find one that says augmented reality, that's an error book. If you have that one, that's a whoopsie. That's like a first early edition. Anyway, Oakland, 1995. Charles Think Tank Jones. Now remember, this is 1995, okay? And remember, the technology wasn't really nice in 95, but this one, Charles Think Tank Jones is potentially the smartest person alive, creating robots by the age of 3, as well as machines no one had ever seen before. Now 17, he, as well as the rest of the world, is hard at work to solve the puzzle. A mysterious code of biology and chemistry, with the prize being $1 billion. Charles wants to solve the puzzle to find a way to escape the mean streets of Oakland, California, with his friends Cleopatra and Junior watching out for him. Charles knows there's nothing he can't accomplish. Ooh, this is a little mind bender as well. This one's a lot of fun. This one is a lot of fun. And as I do with all my covers have little keys. There's pieces to this story. When you go back later and you look at the cover, you're like, ah, I see it. I see the shit. I got you. I got you. Moving along, we got what the fuck? I think my son just screamed or something. Moving right along, we got Dude, Just Kill Yourself. And no, this is not a book telling people to kill themselves. That's just the fucking title of the book. Don't get it fucking twisted, okay? Here's the synopsis. What can you do when life just seems to throw one cheap shot at you after another? Jackson Saunders just can't catch a break, and whenever his famous bad luck shows up, he's always told, dude, just kill yourself. Strangers from all different walks of life continue to tell him the same exact message. What do you do when the entire world seems to literally be against you? Their advice, dude, just kill yourself. Alright, so this one is a really, 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 really good book. Really fun, fast read. This one I had a lot of fun writing. This one was actually pretty fucking interesting. And I think the people that have read it are like, dude, that's fucking awesome. So, anyway, I invite you, as with all of these, check it out. It's free. What do you guys, I mean, fuck. Right there, down in the fucking bottom. Right there. It's the fucking URL. Alright, so the last one is not a Epps novella. This one is actually from Real-Time Storytime. So on Sundays, for a while there, I haven't done it recently, but for a while there, I was doing a show called the Real-Time Storytime, where people could come together, they throw keywords at me, phrases. It didn't matter what it was. I mean, if somebody said something like laser nipples, fuck, I put it into the fucking story. And believe me, the shit they said, well, fuck, I can give you an example, because inside of this one, so here, I'll just tell you, what is a real-time story? The Real-Time Storytime started out as an experiment, something I tried one day to fill some time on an Angry Jackalope live stream on YouTube. I have a channel there where I had gained some recognition as a gear reviewer, and people knew me as the guy who chopped frozen pig heads. Now, mind you, in the beginning, I didn't object. I was growing that channel, and one of my viewers had suggested a frozen pig head would be a nice roughed test. A knife roughed. Oh, rugged. Oh, I can't spell. A nice rugged test for blades. When he mentioned it, it was the closest thing to human skin. He had me convinced. I did it for a few years, but after a while, you kind of don't want your claim to fame to be fucking the frozen pig head guy, which still haunts me to this day. I know a lot of you fuckers like, dude, bring back the fucking frozen pig heads right now. Look, I see you. Feel me? So anyway, I finished writing the Magic Really Sucks trilogy and was trying to get it pushed out to the world and wanted people to take me serious as a writer, so I created another YouTube channel called Robert R. Rick's Live Show. It's still in infancy as of this writing, have a whopping 180 subscribers. I think right now it's 186. The channel is growing slow as fuck. Compared to the Angry Jackalope channel, which had 3,214. I think I got a lot more than that now. So one night I had the live stream going and I decided to do an experiment, see if I could drop a story based off of keywords. The story was a hit and I really enjoyed it. It was a good solid challenge. I was enthralled with it. Became stable focus on Robert R. Rick's channel, and it continued to evolve. It turned into the real-time storytime show. As the format show is, start the show, let the viewers show up, let the viewers provide keywords, up to 10 to 14 of them. I then give myself 2 to 3 minutes to figure out a loose story. I attempt to put the phrases and keywords into the story final, and the show is 1 hour long. I try to make sure we don't go beyond that. I decided midway in the stories that really resonated with me, caught my attention, I would do revisions and then record them so the viewers could see what I could do when not put on a spot and provided with sufficient time to write. This writing, right here, took me 21 hours, 22,034 words. I would then take the story, turn it into a novella, like the stories I'm currently doing at the Epps.com. This is the first of the real-time storytime shows novellas. It was a special story. I knew it the moment I called out Jimmy's name, May 3rd, 2019. We had a whopping 24 viewers that night, and the keyword phrases that were sent in to me were the following: xenophobia, butt in the front, drive-in theater, someone in drag, get your swag on, Gorn, slave girl of Florida, wheelbarrow, ᶠᶸᶜᵏ, arachnophobia, I can't help it, rice dick, and CPAP. Feel it's important to note when you see the name of some of the folks provided me the keyword phrases, you'll see quite a few lopes in there. That's because originated as Angry Jackalope YouTube fans and has supported my effort to transition to a full-time author. My lopes and I have a very unique relationship. I care for them like they're family to me, so I decided to make sure to keep their submissions in the story. When they are used initially, you will see that they are bolded just to draw attention to it. Also, Brian McCann has suggested the previous episode to do a story with a werewolf slant as a conditional parameter. It's great pleasure. I present to you Hairy Situation. So, this was a story, and the synopsis is: best friends Jimmy Lee and Josh Jackson run a salvage pond on the edge of nowhere, scraping by what they can. When an enigmatic device turns up and affects Jimmy, things get weird. This is a novella version of the live stream that I did a YouTube show. As time goes by, I'll choose 3 or 4 of my favorite stories, revisit them, flesh them out, and turn them into novellas. This is the final edit of the story, Hairy Situation, Origins. So this was like an origin story. There will be continuing storylines with, Jimmy and Josh. So there you go. So these are all available. You can go up on that link down on the bottom there. You can read these, enjoy them. They're also available for print on Amazon. You can find them on all of them, really. I think Amazon, Barnes & Noble, blah, blah, blah. You won't find them in the stores. You're going to have to order them online, but they are available. And, of course, you go to that link, I think, in addition to the free downloads, you can find them in other ways. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Let you guys know that shit's for free, and you can't fuck with free. Free is free, man. So you can check it out. And if you do like it, you want to support me or whatever else, pick one up. You know what I'm saying? Alright guys, that's it for now. If you like it, please subscribe, tell your friends far and wide. Until next time, motherfuckers, please be good to yourself, good to each other. Go out and live life to the fullest, ride the bus to the wheels fall off, get some scars, find some love, have some adventures and all that jazz. And I'll see you motherfuckers next time.